Hey everyone, welcome back to English with LS50. My name's Emma, I'm from the United States, and I'm really happy you're here today.
Hey guys, I'm Jack. Thanks for watching English with LS50. If you want to learn real English, slow English, and easy English, you're in the right place.
Yes, exactly. Before we start, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and like this video. It really helps us a lot.
And if you're learning English as a beginner, don't worry. We speak slowly. We use simple words, and we talk like real friends.
Today's topic is very useful. We're going to practice a real English conversation about a very common situation.
Yes, today we're talking about going to the bank.
Going to the bank can feel scary, even for native speakers sometimes.
That's true. There are many people, many forms, and many questions.
But don't worry, we'll make it easy. We'll talk step by step like two friends.
So imagine this. Emma and I are friends. We live in the same city in the US.
And today, I need to go to the bank. I need some help.
She calls me and says, Jack, can you come with me?
Yes, because I feel a little nervous.
That's okay. Friends help friends.
Before we go, let's talk a little, just like real life.
Sure. So, Emma, how's your day going?
Honestly, it's been a long day already.
Oh no. What happened?
Well, I woke up late, I spilled coffee on my shirt, and then I remembered I need to go to the bank today.
Wow, that sounds like a very American morning.
Right? Coffee problems are serious here.
Very serious. So why do you need to go to the bank?
I want to open a new bank account, and I also have some questions.
That's a great reason. Banks can be confusing, especially the first time.
Exactly. I don't want to say the wrong thing.
Don't worry, I'll help you. And our viewers will learn with us.
Yes, that's the goal of this video.
So, guys, while you're listening, try to relax. You don't need to understand every word.
Just listen. Feel the conversation.
And repeat some sentences if you want.
Okay, let's get ready.
All right, let's go to the bank together.
Deep breath. Okay, let's go.
All right, Emma. We're walking to the bank now. It's just a few minutes from here.
Okay, I already feel a little nervous.
That's totally normal. A lot of people feel nervous when they go to the bank.
Really?
Yes, even adults, even native speakers. Banks use special words, and sometimes they speak very fast.
That's exactly what scares me.
Don't worry, I'll explain everything slowly. And today, I'll do most of the talking.
Thank you. That makes me feel better.
So, first, let me ask you something simple. Why do you want to open a bank account?
Well, I just got a new job.
Oh, that's great news. Congratulations.
Thank you. I'm excited, but also a little stressed.
That makes sense. Most jobs in the US ask you to have a bank account.
Yes, they want to send my salary directly.
Exactly. That's called direct deposit.
Direct deposit. Okay.
Good. You don't need to say much at the bank. You just need to be clear and calm.
I'm not very good at that.
That's okay. Let me give you an example.
Okay, I'm listening.
Okay. When we enter the bank, the first thing we see is usually a desk. A person works there.
Like a receptionist?
Yes, kind of. We call them a bank teller or a customer service representative.
Customer service representative. That's long.
Yes, but don't worry. You can just say hi and smile.
I can do that.
Good. Then you say something very simple, like, Hi, I'd like to open a bank account.
That's it?
Yes, simple and clear.
What if they ask questions?
They will, and that's normal.
That's the scary part.
Let me explain the questions they usually ask. I'll speak slowly.
Okay.
First, they may ask for your ID.
ID, like an identity card?
Yes. In the US, it's usually a driver's license or a passport.
I have my passport.
Perfect. Then they may ask for your address.
My home address.
Exactly, where you live.
Okay.
They may also ask for your phone number and email address.
That sounds easy.
It is. Sometimes the idea is scary, but the reality is simple.
I hope so.
Another question they might ask is, what type of account do you want?
Oh, that sounds complicated.
Not really. There are two common types,
Okay.
a checking account and a savings account.
What's the difference?
Good question. I'll explain.
Please do.
A checking account is for daily use. You use it to pay bills. You use it with a debit card.
That sounds like what I need.
Yes, a savings account is for saving money. You don't use it every day.
So I should choose checking?
Exactly. And you can say, I'd like to open a checking account.
I like that sentence. It's clear.
See? You're already learning.
I feel a little more confident now.
That's great. Confidence comes step by step.
I'm glad you're explaining everything.
No problem. That's why we're doing this video.
And I'm sure many people watching feel the same way.
Yes, if you're watching this, remember, you're not alone.
We're almost at the bank now.
Yes, I can see it. Take a deep breath.
Okay, I'm ready.
Good. Let's go inside. All right, Emma. We're inside the bank now. You can see it's quiet and calm, not scary at all. There are a few people waiting, and everyone is just doing their own thing. So first, relax your shoulders and take a slow breath.
Okay, you're right. It's not as bad as I imagined.
Good. That's exactly what I wanted you to feel. Banks look serious, but they are just places where people work every day. No one is judging you, and no one expects you to be perfect. You only need to speak clearly and slowly.
That helps a lot.
Now, let me explain what usually happens next. We walk to the customer service desk and wait our turn. When it's our turn, I'll start the conversation to make it easier for you. You can listen first and then speak when you feel ready.
Thank you, Jack. I appreciate that.
All right, it's our turn now. I'll say hello and explain why we are here. Watch how simple the words are. Simple English is powerful English.
Okay, I'm watching.
Hi there. Good morning. My friend would like to open a checking account today. She has her passport with her. We just need some information about the process.
The bank employee is smiling.
Yes, that's a good sign. Most bank employees are trained to be polite and helpful. They talk to many people every day from many countries, so don't worry about your accent or your mistakes.
That makes me feel better.
Now the employee is asking for your ID. This is a normal step, nothing special. You can slowly give your passport and say a very short sentence. You can say, "Here you go."
Here you go. That's easy.
Exactly, very easy. You don't need long sentences all the time. Short and clear is perfect for beginners. Now they are typing your information into the computer.
I see them typing a lot.
Yes, that's normal. They are entering your name, your address, and other basic details. This part takes a few minutes, so you may wait quietly. Silence is okay in English conversations too.
I always feel like I need to talk.
You don't. Sometimes not talking is the best choice. Now the employee is asking a question about your job. I'll help you answer if needed.
Okay.
They want to know where you work and what you do. This helps the bank understand your situation. You can answer with one simple sentence, something like, "I work in an office," or "I work in a store."
I work in an office.
Perfect. That was clear and natural. See? You're doing great already. Now the employee is explaining the account details.
They're speaking a bit fast.
That can happen. When that happens, you can always ask them to slow down. A very useful sentence is, "Could you please speak more slowly?" That sentence is polite and very common.
I like that sentence.
Good. Remember it. Now, let me explain what they are talking about. They are explaining fees, cards, and online banking. You don't need to understand every word right now.
Really?
Yes, really. You can ask questions later or read the papers at home. Right now, just listen for key words like card, monthly, and online. Those words help you understand the general idea.
That makes it less stressful.
Exactly. Learning English is not about perfection. It's about communication and confidence. And today, you're doing both very well.
Thank you, Jack. I feel much calmer now.
You're welcome. In a moment, they will ask you to sign some papers. After that, your account will be almost ready. We're getting close to the end.
I can't believe it's going so smoothly.
Sometimes the things we fear the most are actually very simple. You just needed a little support and clear language. And that's what we want for everyone watching this video. Learning real English for real life.
All right, Emma, we're almost done now. But this part is important. This is usually the moment when people feel a little tired or confused. You've been listening for a long time, and your brain may feel full. That's totally normal, so don't be hard on yourself.
Yes, I feel a little tired, honestly.
That's okay. Learning and using language takes energy. Now, the bank employee is asking if you have any questions. This is your chance to speak, but only if you want to.
I do have a question, but I'm scared to ask it.
That's a very human feeling. But remember, questions are a good thing. They show that you care and that you want to understand. I'll help you say it slowly and clearly.
Okay, I want to ask about the bank card.
Perfect. You can say something very simple like, "When will I get my card?" That's it. Short and clear.
When will I get my card?
Great job. That sentence was natural and easy to understand. The employee is answering now. They say it will arrive in about 1 week.
1 week. Okay.
Now they're talking about the PIN number. This part can be confusing, even for native speakers. They are explaining how to create it and how to keep it safe. The key idea is don't share your PIN with anyone.
Not even with friends?
Exactly. Not even with friends. Money and passwords are very private. Now, the employee is asking if you want online banking. This is very common today.
Online banking? Yes, I think so.
Good choice. Online banking lets you check your money on your phone or computer. You can say, "Yes, I'd like online banking." That sentence is very useful.
Yes, I'd like online banking.
Perfect again. Now, something funny usually happens at this point. People sometimes sign in the wrong place. And guess what?
Did I do that?
Yes, just a little. But don't worry, it happens all the time. The employee is smiling, so it's not a problem at all.
Oh no, that's embarrassing.
It's okay to laugh at small mistakes. Mistakes are part of learning and part of life. Even I made mistakes at the bank before. Once I signed my name 3 times in the wrong box.
Really?
Yes, really. And I'm a native speaker. So imagine how normal it is for learners. You're doing just fine.
That makes me feel much better.
Good. Now the employee is giving you some papers. They explain that you can read them at home. You don't need to understand everything right now.
That's a relief.
Yes, you can take your time later. Now they are asking one last question. Do you have any other questions?
I think I'm okay.
That's a good answer. You can say, "No, that's all. Thank you." That sounds polite and natural.
No, that's all. Thank you.
Excellent. The employee thanks you and wishes you a nice day. We can now walk away from the desk. You did it.
I really did it.
Yes, you did. And you should feel proud of yourself. You faced something uncomfortable and finished it. That's a big win.
I feel proud and relieved.
That feeling is very important. Remember it. Learning English is not just about words. It's about moments like this.
I never thought a bank visit could feel like this.
Life is funny like that. Sometimes small victories are the most powerful. And today, you had one. So did everyone watching and learning with us. All right, Emma. We're outside the bank now. The sun feels nice, and everything feels lighter. A few minutes ago, you were nervous and quiet. Now you look relaxed and confident.
I really do feel different. I feel calmer and happier.
That feeling is very important. It shows you that you can do difficult things, not perfectly, but successfully. And that's what really matters.
I was so afraid before we came in.
I know, but you took a step forward anyway. You listened, you spoke, and you asked questions. That's how real English is used in real life.
I also learned that I don't need long sentences.
Exactly. Simple English is strong English. Short sentences can open doors, start conversations, and solve problems. You don't need to sound perfect to be understood.
That makes learning feel easier.
It should feel easier. Learning a language is a journey, not a race. Some days are slow, and that's okay. What matters is that you keep going.
I think many people watching feel like me.
I believe that too. Maybe they feel shy. Maybe they're afraid of making mistakes. But today, they saw that mistakes are normal.
And not dangerous.
Exactly. No one laughed. No one got angry. Life just continued. That's an important lesson.
I'm really glad we shared this moment.
Me too. This wasn't just a lesson about the bank. It was a lesson about confidence, about trusting yourself.
And about asking for help.
Yes, that's a big one. Asking for help is not weakness, it's wisdom, and it makes learning faster and more human.
So, what should our viewers remember from today?
They should remember 3 simple things. First, speak slowly and clearly. Second, don't be afraid of mistakes. And third, use English in real situations.
Even small situations.
Especially small situations. Those moments build real confidence. One conversation at a time, one step at a time.
Before we go, I want to say something.
Go ahead.
I want to say thank you for watching English with LS50. If this video helped you even a little, you're doing great.
And don't forget to subscribe to the channel. We make real English conversations for real life. Slow, clear, and friendly. Just like this one.
You're not alone on this journey.
We're learning together, so take a deep breath, smile, and keep going. Your English is getting better every day.
See you in the next video.
See you soon, and take care.